Let me start by saying that we knew that whenever AI woke up, it was going to be a very, very big impact in the world. Indeed, in Singularity University, I heard this 10 years ago, 13 years ago. I heard a phrase saying, AI is the last invention the human being will have to do, because now you're going to tell AI to invent something and it's going to invent for you. And that's what is happening. You said, hey, I want to write a book about this, or I want to write an article, and you ask AI, and AI does it for you. I believe is the biggest technology advancement since the invention of the internet. So the last 25 years or so is by far the biggest technological advancement. Super excited about AI. And there's usually a moment that everyone wakes up. And that was OpenAI. And that happened 4 months ago. And now everyone's blown away by the capability. Same thing happened with the internet. When you had to operate the internet with the green screens, it was very difficult. When Mosaic did the browser, it gave a face to the internet that everyone could recognize. So you need, every technology needs to have like an aha moment or something that really changes. And what happened, it was OpenAI made it public and free. I've been using AI with a tool called Jasper for over a year ago that runs in ChatGPT. It was a paid tool, and I've been paying it for a year and using it. And when ChatGPT came up, it was not big of a deal. I've been using it, but very few people had used it. That was the moment that everyone used it and everyone talked about it on the rest. So the aha moment or the inflection point of AI happened when OpenAI launched ChatGPT 4 months ago. Now you have something that is really, really, really important and of new technology. And now we're having the awakening. And this is the best phrase I've heard in the last 4 months. I know I'm not going to be replaced by AI, but I'm going to be replaced by a human using AI better than me. And I thought that was brilliant, because yes, you could ask AI to do things, but I believe human beings are going to be able to do way better if they use AI as a base and then they build on that. Let me talk a little bit about innovation, and then I'm going to relate back to AI. Everything is already invented in the world, 99% of the invention. We usually invent 1% on top of 99, and then that becomes the 99, then you invent 1%. But you could not invent a computer if someone didn't invent electricity first, or you could invent OpenAI if someone didn't invent a computer before and a chip before. All our innovation is on top of someone else's innovation. This innovation that makes every other innovation move way, way faster. And that's why we had such an aha moment. There's, of course, everything technology, like we saw in SVB, it could be used for doing something good. And we've seen how technology has been making a lot of wealth very, very fast. But you could also lose a lot of wealth very, very fast, as we saw with SVB. With AI, it's the same. AI is going to move things way faster even than before. And then that's going to change or generate faster technology advances and moves in the world. And you have to adapt faster. Let me just do an analysis first. If I have this phone, and if I write an amazing business plan, my phone is as dumb as it was before I wrote the business plan. The phone did not learn anything. Now with AI, the phone learned a lot on how to do a business plan. If I have that business plan online and someone wants to do a similar business plan, they could ask AI, and AI will give them some of my invention, and now it's going to do it to a next level. Now it's giving technology the capability of learning. And that's what scares me, because now technology is going to learn faster than you. And everyone's going to have access through OpenAI or AI. They're going to have access to all the inventions in the world really, really fast. If someone invented someone in India or in Italy or in Mexico, the probability of me using that innovation in the US was very low. Now I just go to ChatGPT, and if someone invented something at 2 p.m. in Mexico, I could get that advantage at 3 p.m. in the US or vice versa. And that's what's scary. The speed of putting all together and the learning of technology is way, way faster than a human being. I completely agree with you that before you needed a full team, and now you could do it on your own with AI. But yes, I completely agree. But let me go back. Before, if you want to do a design of a house or a building, you need to have hundreds or tens of architects designing. And now you have one person with AutoCAD doing everything really faster. Same thing happens with OpenAI, but you're going to tell the computer to do things and it's going to do it even faster. Technology always accelerates everything we do in life. But as always, we are as busy as we've ever been as human beings. And we have a lot of technology. We're always going to find other ways to be busy and other ways to use technology to advance human beings to the next level. I'm not afraid of that. We have always done it in the past, and I feel confident that we're going to continue to do it in the future, and we're going to figure out. In today's world, if you don't learn how to use AI, someone's going to learn how to use AI faster and completely overtake your business. That's what I said. I know I'm not going to be replaced by AI, but I'm going to be replaced by someone that learns how to use AI better than me. So my challenge to me and every other entrepreneur or business owner is how can we use AI better and faster than the rest? And that's the one that is going to win. There's other people saying, well, AI is going to take over and we're going to go under, blah, blah, and it's going to take over humanity. I think the human beings, we have been more intelligent in the past and figuring out how to use technology to our advantage. And I believe we're going to find that again. Okay, so let's talk about who's going to win with AI, China or the US. And this has been a discussion that has been happening for many, many years, and now it has accelerated. Let's talk about the principles. First, what is the raw material that AI eats? Data. And whoever has more data and feeds AI faster should be able to learn faster. China, because all the data is owned by the government and the government has access, if the government wants to use the data, they can use the data faster in the US. In the US, we have a lot of protection laws, individual protection laws, and all these kind of things that we could not use data as fast as China is using it. So it is expected in the past that China were going to be able to learn faster from AI because they have the data and they're willing to use the data faster than the US. Indeed, there was a letter today that over 1,000 business leaders signed. Then Bill Gates backed out of it. And then Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, signed at the beginning and then backed out like Bill Gates. And that was asking for, let's stop AI or any innovation for the next 6 months in AI so we could build rules and play by the rules. And then they said, no, if we stop playing by the rules, we're going to lose again other countries not playing by the rules. So we have a lot of social systems that, as I said some time ago, the systems are built for technology in the 1900s or 1700s. And today, with technology, we don't have legal systems, political systems, human or cultural systems that will move as fast. And that's why we're having the issue that we're having. Reality is that you could not stop innovation. Let me give you an analogy that you cannot stop innovation. In Everest, every year, more people die in Everest. And every year, there's more people wanting to climb Everest than the year before. Now people are dying because there's traffic going up in Everest. And more people are still want to go there. Human beings, if they see a challenge, we could not stop ourselves. Hey, but it's very risky. I cannot stop myself. It's getting more risky and more people want. I wanted more. So human beings, we just cannot stop ourselves and stop innovating and conquering things. I think it's impossible that as a society, we said, we're going to stop innovating in AI for 6 months. No one, even if you sign a letter, you're going to be doing innovation in your backyard without telling anyone, and you're going to come with that innovation in 6 months. You can't stop that. I think Bill Gates and the founder of AI did what is not famous or is not what people want, but I think that what they did, what is reality. You cannot stop innovation. And if the US stops innovation, the probability of China getting faster, it's very, very high. So no, I think we have to learn as fast as we can and be able to use it as fast as we can. But let me add the last thing. But China has more data and less rules of how to use the data, and they have less decency, let's say, and they want to win, and they're not willing to play for the rules to win. Having said that, you have to build businesses and all these kind of things in a certain rule of law and certain trust. And the US has way more trust than China. So yes, China has more data and it could be running faster with innovation. But then for you to do business, you have to use that innovation technology and put in a certain rule of law and certain engine to be able to move it faster. I think that that engine of business and the rule of law in the US is so much developed, much more developed than China, that the probability of the US winning is much higher, even with less technology. But if you add technology with rule of law, with the engine of business, with banks, with money, the probability of you multiplying it, I think it's higher. So I really believe, if you ask me who's going to win, China or the US, even though China technology could be better, in business, I think the US is going to win. So as an example, I removed TikTok from my phone. I had it and I was enjoying playing with it. By the way, it was addictive and distractive, so I was tempted of removing it. But then I heard all the things of the terms and conditions, and I said, I think this is wrong. And I removed TikTok from my phone. And today I don't have TikTok on my phone. And it feels weird, but reality, I get much less distracted, and I think it's safer for me. So that's a rule of law behind. Making business is a mix of many things. If you have one thing that is great, but you don't have the other 3 or 4, it's not enough. You need a big market. You need certain rule of law. You need to have capability of finance and money. you need to have technology, you need to have all these things together. So I come back for what I said some minutes ago. The size of the economy of the US, the internal market, the rule of law, the trust, it's very, very difficult to win over just because of the size and the amount of things that work all together. That's why when you have a certain problems in the economy, there's always a flight to quality, and they always fly to quality in the US.